Protect yourself and your family from unexpected challenges. Consider accident-only income protection. Click the link in the description to find out more.
Boxing King Media in association with SaveMoreMoney.com. Harlem Eubank out here in Belfast, representing the Green as well. Here to support your guy Mick Conlan, but we'll start off with Mick at Harlem. What are you expecting to see from him? He's got a new coach by his side now as well.
He's great. He's in a great headspace. His preparation's been second to none, and he's gone away, took himself out of his comfort zone, took himself to Miami, whole new, scenery, whole new base to train from, and some new wisdom to gain from Pedro. So he's reshaped everything, and I think it's great. He's adding to his game, and he's coming in to make a statement and show people where he's at and where he's going in the sport.
What are you expecting him to try and aim for a knockout win this Saturday? Because obviously Jordan Gil, I'm assuming his tactics are going to be similar as well, considering he's from the same camp now as Lee Wood.
It's down to what fighter you are and what you can do in the ring. Mick's shown what he can do in the ring. He's shown what level he can fight at time and time again. And it was just about adding a few different things in, a few tweaks to make sure you're at the best of your ability. And I think he's done that. I don't think he's going in there looking for a specific shot or a specific ending. He's going in there to put in the best version of Mick Conlan, and we've seen, when that version of Mick's in there, he can put people down, he can stop them, he can outbox them, he can do it all. So I'm excited to see a display on Saturday.
I'm curious about your friendship because fighters always change gyms and you form new relationships. What's kept you guys so close together that you've flown out to Belfast to continue supporting him, even though he's now training with a different coach?
We're tight. Me and Mick, he's like one of my brothers. Some fighters, you build a relationship with them that transcends an environment. So wherever they go, wherever they are in the world, I'll be by his side supporting him, willing him to do great things and to fight to the best of his ability. And that's why I'm here. I'm by his side, and I'm excited to see all the work that he's done. All the changes he's made show out in the ring. That's what it's all about, and I think that they will. I think he's in a great place, and I'm excited to see him flourish under the lights.
Just going to move on to you now, Harlem. Obviously, I've not spoken to you since your brilliant performance and a knockout win as well. Just tell me how you've kind of soaked up all the feedback from that. Because there was a lot of pressure on you because your name was getting chucked in for the Conor Benn fight, so you had to kind of show a performance worthy of calling out Conor Benn, so to say, based on where his name's at, etc.
Listen, the pressure, that's what this whole game's about. It's a high pressure game. Two men in an arena battling it out to become victorious in front of everybody, and that's the sport we're in. So I've learned to thrive under pressure, and I've always let my hands do the talking in the ring, and that fight was at the perfect time to show people where I'm at, and people are excited now because they want these big fights, and the public are demanding them.
And obviously, you have interviewed with us before with somebody else, but I wanted to ask you, at one point did you decide with the senior coming on board and kind of being you explain to me his role in the whole setup, and because he obviously brings eyes and is a great talker.
And seniors, he's always backed me. He's always been really interested in my career and seeing me develop as a fighter. He's always had high praise for me, the way I conduct myself outside the ring and inside of the ring. And it was a time at my father's funeral that it all kind of fell into place, and he wanted to look after me and have more involvement, and I had space to welcome him in and have him involved in my team, and it fitted just perfect, and he's a great piece to the puzzle, and he has unfathomable wisdom to add to me inside the ring and outside the ring. So it's amazing to have him by my side now, going into these big fights in a pivotal part of my career now.
Definitely so, and I always remind you of this as well. I think the first time we spoke, maybe 3-4 years ago, and there was a period where Eddie Hearn did an interview and he said you're going to have to go back on the small hall shows and learn your trade and come back. And it's mad that, because not many fighters probably wouldn't have done that, but you've gone and done it. Not only that, you're headlining on Channel 5 in front of a large terrestrial audience. And now your name's up there, and you're a big shot now. Do you know what I mean? So you must feel some sort of self-satisfaction that he told you to go and do it, and you've not only have you done it, you've done better.
So I think it was the same time that Tyson Fury came to the show as well, right? This game's about what you can do in the ring, how you develop, and a mindset to come away and dedicate yourself to be the best. And that's what I've done, and that's why I'm confident going into these big fights now that I'm going to come out victorious and come out making statements.
Got to leave with the situation that's developed with Conor Benn. We saw the boxing board yesterday rejected the license. Obviously, we don't know what or if the fight with Chris goes ahead on the 3rd of Feb. What's your understanding of that, and where do you kind of fit into the mould of still trying to call him out, etc.?
I mean, in terms of calling him out, I just think it's the fight that people want to see. It's not the fantasy fight that would be with Chris. But Chris will take him out of there in a few rounds. It's not going to be the fight that people think it's going to be. The real fight is at 147 pounds, and that is the weight class that we're both going to be operating under. So I think that's the genuine fight. We all know about the fantasy fight, and I don't know what the latest with that is. Given the news that came out recently. So listen, when they're ready for a real fight, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be in the same division, and the public are going to want to see it.
I want a last question for you. I just want to get your opinion on, do you think it's fair, because there's two arguments to this. Obviously the boxing board is saying he's not been through the process, and he needs to go through that process, and obviously he's saying that he's been through a process with the people that manage the whole drugs governing bodies in the country have overturned the ban. So should he sit out and wait? We don't know how long this appeal could take. Should he sit out and waste his career potentially, or should he? What should he do? What's your opinion on that?
Listen, he hasn't been through a process. The process is with the British Boxing Board of Control. That is the board that govern boxing in Britain. So that is the only process as far as I'm concerned, and he needs to submit to their rules and go to them and get his license back.
Harlem, Eubank, on that note, appreciate your time, and we'll look forward to see. When are you back in the ring, by the way?
Early next year. It's going to be we're going to hit the ground running, so I'm excited.
Harlem, thank you for your time, brother. Thank you.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of a motorway with a broken down car? Like me, is that something that worries you? That's where motor breakdown insurance comes in. If your vehicle breaks down, a trained professional will be sent out to get you back on the road. Or if this is not possible within the specified time frame, to transport you to your home or to the nearest garage.